Is this better? Can you hear me now? Oh, can you hear me now? I think so. I think you can hear me now. Yes, there we go. Let me start over. And let me actually start over with the introduction. Yes. Welcome back again. So let me just see. I have the wrong screen here. I actually need to go to this one there. Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Fani Reynolds. Hopefully the audio is working perfectly fine now. What I was saying actually, thanks to my friend Martin for calling me out there. The mic and everything is not working. Hopefully it's working now. So thanks for moderating there, Martin. I've been out for a while, but I'm back, kind of in a sense. Been trying to get back to tech. Was involved in a lot of other things, and I've decided, you know what, it's time for me to do the things that makes me happy. And I think that is the number one rule that we need to apply in any job that you're going to do, is do what makes you happy. Because if you're going to be doing what makes you happy, that means you're going to be super productive about doing things. I'm not saying all the time you're going to be doing what you like, but at least do what you love, right? Because you know, if at some point I won't like what I do, but I will always love what I do, and I think that's the most important things. Let's see who is in the viewership here. Hey, Martin, I've just greeted you. How are you doing? I've been checking out your stream a couple of weeks ago, I think, for the first time, and I kind of got like reminiscing about it. Martin is doing a lot of cool stuff on the Office apps. We've been actually thinking on doing like a dual stream, bringing .NET and you know, and Office and Azure and stuff, all that kind of things together. And yeah, and we've been thinking of kind of doing that for a while, and I think time is also a thing, eh? So that's one of the things that we need to kind of figure out. Hey, Hanak Fu, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me ever again. I know exactly who you are. And yeah, it's awesome to see you guys again. Yeah, I don't know what you're up to. I'm going to be start coding. I've got the whole day free. I'm not going to be coding for the whole day. I'm just decided I'm just going to jump in, do a bit of, do a bit of poking around in the new .NET 7. I think that's the kind of the scene for today. Because you know, during the MVP summit, we've heard cool things coming up, and I was like, hey, I need to ease into things. To kind of figure out, just to kind of make the blow a bit less for me when I actually start working with these things again. Now, also on the down low, you know, see these things go past, .NET 5, .NET 6 went, and it was all great. But I think the way that .NET is moving towards is actually super awesome. And then with that, I think let's actually dive in. For the folks that just joined in, thank you so much for joining. Today we're going to be talking about .NET 7, and we're going to be kicking the tires of the preview version. So I don't have a .NET on my screen. Let me just see. This is my my desktop, so I don't have .NET installed on my computer. And as I remember last time, this should be zoomed in a bit. Let's maybe do this. As I remember last time, as I think if you go .NET or .NET, .NET, I think it's SDKs or something like that. SDKs. So I have, I think I've got 2.1, 3, and 3.1 and 6 installed on them. So, and the whole theory is, you know, these versions don't really mess with each other, right? So I'm not going to go and remove those things because I probably need it for other things. But what I am going to do is I'm going to actually, let's see all this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can actually install this from the intro web, right? So let's go through this whole thing as a newbie. You know, I've been gone for a while, and you know, for me to go back in and how do you install it and how do you get in, and maybe other folks out there might have the same thing. I don't know, Martin and you, Anak, you can you know exactly how to do that by now. But I'm gonna kind of do this from scratch, right? Start in going to the browser. I think it's get. They said get.net. Go to get.net. Get.net. You'll get this official website where you can download. Really cool and really simple. You can download the latest stable long-time support version, LTS. That's what it's called. This will be supported for 3 years, right? So if you want to be in a .NET version, you have to party on this one, because I believe .NET 7 will be short-term support, and I think that will only be like for a few months, maybe a year. Talk under correction. And then the next one will probably be .NET 8, and probably at some point it will only be .NET, like Windows 11. It's just Windows, right? Because the versions doesn't really make sense. You get all these updates, it all works, you can define it. But in any case, what we will do is, and we'll just go to the .NET 7 Preview 2. And what I will do is, I think I need to get this. Now there's the SDK and for ASP.NET Core runtime. What is the desktop runtime? All these kind of things. You can do it this way, right? Going to the actual website itself. But you can also go to the installer, right? The Visual Studio installer. When you look for it in your desktop, you can actually see there's also already an update available there. I'm not going to update now because I've got enough previous experiences with Windows updates and stuff like that. Doing a stream is not a good thing, because it typically wants to restart the whole thing, and then I stop my stream, blah, 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 blah. I believe also what you can do is individual components here, you can also install it, but I don't think you can install the preview versions. If you do have the preview Visual Studio maybe installed, I have no idea, but I would expect you can also install, there we go, .NET 6 runtime and SDK. You can probably also install. But in any case, this is not really something I always do. I normally just go to the website and install the bits there. In this case, I'm going to grab x64. Wait for that little guy to download, and then run it. Let's see what happens. Hey, but all of you guys, you can come on this journey with me and have fun again. So please put your comments in the text, in the chat text. I think it's here, or left around. It's there, I believe. And then ask questions. Maybe I'll ask questions to you guys. Maybe we can share some news. I don't know. We can party. We have an hour, and do that. So let's do that. So let's open the file and waiting for me to do something. There we go. Up 500 times. That's right. Install. And let's see what happens. So what I actually want to be doing is not just taking a look at .NET 7. I also want to take a look at a specific feature coming. And then Steve Sanderson, one of the architects on .NET, really kind of lined it out there. It's running .NET on WASI, which is very, very interesting to me. When I saw this, like, what is happening to the world? .NET is completely, it's not just portable, it's super portable now. You can run it on a different runtime even though it kind of compiles into itself, whatnot. So I want to kind of see how this works. And WASI, for the folks that do not know what WASI is, I wasn't even aware what WASI is. WASI is a WebAssembly system interface that they define. So it's a modular interface for WebAssembly, and it defines a spec for kind of features that you need to implement, that the host has, and you can just program against those things, or you can just use it. So when your application runs on a WASM runtime that is WASI compatible, that means you have cross-platform, just like .NET is, but you have cross-platform access, whether it's the on the edge scenarios or whether it's on a different machine or whatever. It's outside the browser, right? So because WASM, this one, it's the WebAssembly, it's more like it's for the web, right? So it's bound to the web itself, right? So, and it's still sandbox. but it allows you to run WebAssembly in itself is a runtime in its own right, I believe. It's a binary instruction format. Let's do this formal. That for a stack-based virtual machine. So it's not JavaScript, right? But you need kind of JavaScript to kick it off, right? But it kind of runs in a sandbox mode. And what it allows you to do is kind of do cool things like Silverlight was trying to do back in the day, but this is now like getting traction from a lot of folks in the industry, right? You have, you know, all the browsers are starting to support WebAssembly, and the thing is, if you can support WebAssembly and you can have something read a WASM file, because the browser can understand a WASM file, you can literally run anything that has that WASM file compiled to, in a sense, if that makes sense. So what .NET was doing is, I think it started in .NET 5 or 6, for Blazor specifically. And I think I've done a blog post or something about this earlier, or maybe a stream long ago. What they do is they, have the website, basically, Blazor, you can host server side or you can host client side. But what they do is on the client side version, actually host it. It's a compiled version of the .NET runtime. So that's a .NET.wasm file, and it downloads to the browser. But also what's also downloaded is the DLL files of the application, right? So that DLL files need that runtime to work. So what happens is the moment the .NET runtime is light up, it can then literally run any DLL that is .NET, right? For that version. Then you can run your application locally. So that's how the local hosted Blazor works. That's how it kind of works, and it's GA. It's compatible. It's working, right? So it's nothing new, nothing scary. And then, funny enough, the server side hosting thing works the same way. Obviously not WebAssembly based, but it's kind of with SignalR. It's pushed through stateless, but that's kind of a different point. So that's WebAssembly, right? So moving towards WASI is a way of taking it outside of the browser context, but still sandbox, right? But it will allow you to think about it as a Kubernetes way of doing things. You can fire up these kind of workloads independent of the host, in a sense, as long as the host has a WASI compatible runtime. You can go to party. So what they've done here is with .NET 7, I think, going forward, is they have a WASI SDK, right? And that will allow you to compile your application, not to, and check this, not to a DLL, but it will allow you to compile your application to a WASM file, the whole thing, not just the runtime, the whole thing. And then typically that's how WASI works, as far as I know. You can only accept this one file, so like an exe, but an exe for the world. Then it just executes this WASM file, and it works. So I'm gonna try this out right live in front of everyone. Probably fail. My demos never works. You can ask Martin. And I'm gonna try this out and see how far I go, if I can even get this far as this. Going back to the setup. So this is the whole setup. Normally we don't really read this information. We say that's fine. And then I think going back to now I can actually do the whole .NET List SDKs. There I have .NET 7.0, 100. Why is it always .100? The first version is always blah blah .100, and then there's a kind of a pattern there. So I don't know why they start on 100. Actually quite interesting. But nevertheless, let's see how we can get going on this. So let's try this out. So first of all, right, so one of the cool features I think that was nice of .NET 6 was that minimum API, which was quite cool, right? Where you can have a hostless, or you can start your application without a program main function or something. You could just have your thing called console.blah, and it will work. So let's try this out. So let's actually do this. So CLS, here we go, .NET new. I'm so rusty. .NET new, we call this, what are we going to call this? Let's say .NET new, need console. and we say this is the name. It's do I have an awesome source in here? Awesome source. Now it's doing a bunch of things. It's doing. Oh, it's the first time it runs. This is normal. Called ASP not certificate, that kind of things. Blah 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 blah. Right. So CD awesome source. Yeah, that's that. So now let's just go .NET run. This will hopefully just give me a world application, right? The famous Hello World application. That kind of works. It's cool. And if I want to actually open up Visual Studio Code, oh, it opens up the wrong screen. This one. Let's see what gets generated. Did you see that? That is awesome, right? So this means I'm gonna close there. This means that there's no class. I don't want to install anything. Just there's no class called program, and there's no function called main. It's just this. That's it, right? And if you say hello stream, you could literally just save it, go back there and run it, and you'll have .NET Stream or Hello Stream rather. So this makes it super cool to build things, focus and run it, right? So it kind of infers the whole program class, and that's all syntactic sugar, I think. Top level statements it's called. Wasn't that called a minimum API, I believe? Or is that different? I might be mistaken. Top level statements. Let's maybe double check that. So top statements. That is. Oh yeah, you're right. The top level statement. Well, what is the minimum API then? So minimum API is that startup thing. There's this, and I think you can also control it how it can start up, right? So I used it. Nice. Let me see. Yeah. The C# minimum. That's one. Minimum API. Minimal API actually. Oh, that's just this, right? So it's the minimal API. Okay, so it's APIs to get you started quicker. In a while. Right, so let's not lose focus again. So this is cool. So let's call this what they call it like top level statements, right? So new console templates. Yeah, like you just mentioned. What's the new program style? Implicit. Oh, also the cool thing about what I've learned is maybe Hanak, you can give me a nudge in the right direction. Is the way this one, the global using directives, which is quite cool. You can kind of define somewhere centrally where you want to define your usings, and then based on that, you have basically the call it. I have actually the music is okay, right? It's not too loud or anything. Okay. So you can define one place where you want to import this whole global usings, and then based on that, it will just automatically import it as far as I believe. What else is there? The old program style. Okay, blah blah blah. That is the thing. Implicit usings and nullable. Cool. A lot of things has changed in .NET, right? As we move forward, and just changes for the good. It's not changing for the bad. Nothing stops you even from going the good old program class main thing, and it will still work, right? So technically speaking, if I throw a program, let's do that. Invalidate myself, right? So let's do that. So if I actually go and say public class, we have that, we call program, and I have. Do I even have? it up. I heard that was a thing. What a thing. Oh, Copilot. I think this is interesting. Install this. I mean, guys, I get like sidetracked easily. Of course, I need a QR code thing. This doing it quickly on my phone. Hold on. Get up. Yeah. It's I don't even read the stuff. I just agree. I agree for your sake. Right. I think that is now busy doing its thing, or it's enabled. It actually spin. I think my good friend Gerald Fischleis, he's done this before somewhere. In a stream or somewhere with Maui. He does Maui things, by the way. So if you want to see awesome Maui things, go check out Gerald's stream on Twitch. So let's see what it's. Let's see. Okay. So it says it's already existing, but can it be? Something is yeah. So you have to kind of take this out, I believe, right? So, and not this one. You help me. Someone needs to help me here. Oh yeah, you don't have to. You need to kind of either. See what it does. It actually tries to write the code for you, which is quite cool. There's a way of actually getting this program thing back. I think, yeah, actually, blah, blah, blah. This actually generates this two forms, statements. I'm going to use alt the framework 5. You change the .NET version. Can it be? No, it can't be. Is there a way of actually doing the latest .NET without the .NET or something like that? I'm not sure, but anyway, so the top level statements. Once you work, and I think let me just see. How do you actually get rid of it? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, like, if you wanna get rid of it, there must be some kind of flag or something. Old style .NET project program. I don't know. You actually have to change version. Can it be? Oh, app. You have to do that, right? But anyway, getting sidetracked again. I think going back to whole thing. So there must be a way that you can actually flip a switch and it will stay on that thing and it will kind of say, "Hey, I want to do this." But obviously, it has a kind of a thing. But see what Copilot's trying to do. I know Copilot buddy. Who needs Martin to code with you? Joking, Martin. I'm joking. But the cool thing about that is the Copilot thing is like you can literally do cool things. Let's say, for instance, I'm going to write a comment now that says, for instance, add two numbers together. So I'm literally just typing that. See? You can say, I didn't type anything. It just, from my comment, it tried to figure out what I want to code, right? This is amazing. So now I can just take tab and it created the code for me. I mean, this is amazing, right? So now I can just like infer what I want to do with comments and then it will generate it. So it's int a, but it goes further than that, right? As you type things. So let's say I want to do that, but I want to say, you know what, actually, let's say, for instance, console dot, what it tries to do. It tries to infer what I want to write on the console, adding one, but also with context. It's not just silly. It's literally adding the first parameter and the last parameter together. It would have been cool if it was like a bit refactored, maybe like this. That would have been a bit cool, but maybe it's using self-learning here. Because that's what I expected it to do. Yes. But okay. But as you do like your code stuff, you can do like awesome things. So another cool thing is, for instance, that I've seen, I actually want to pull it off first, is maybe it infers it from there. Let's just go to awesome. Okay. Let's say, for instance, get users from Twitter with hashtag awesome. Okay, now just give it a second. Will work. Does it open there? Okay, that's probably what I want to try do. Maybe I must just say hashtag awesome. What I want to do. No, that's not. That's not what I want to do. But let's go there and see what it happens now. There we go. This is a cool feature, I think. Awesome. I think I'm very excited on where the whole Copilot goes, which is now a different thing from .NET, right? But it's one of the tool things that you can utilize within your coding day to day. Here, just literally, you can only not just Control C, Control V. Nobody has got time for that. You just work on tab. You just tap, 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 infer the stuff, tap, tap, tap. Like it's amazing. So literally, get tweets. Obviously, it tries to infer Twitter to be a Twitter service or something. I wonder now if you're going to do this now. Say, for instance, way of generating it. That. So this was, and if I just wait a while, maybe it can. Okay, this is amazing. I literally just typed a Twitter class, right? And it created me a static instance of it, of get tweets, right? This is super scary. So whatever this tweet means is now, I just go this. Okay, now it kind of tries to clever about it. Now let's go to client is a new HTTP client. See what it does. It's amazing. Do it again. How did it got there? It writes your code for you. Come on, that's awesome. Response client, get tweets, that user. Now it kind of uses the whole formatter thing. It's the HTML. Oh, okay, that's HTML, right? That's kind of what I want. Doc, okay, that's not what I want. HTML, that's not what I want. etc., etc., etc. So that's quite cool stuff. I mean, what's happening is awesome, and I'm really, really excited to get back into these things again. Where the party is at. So going back to the stream again, minimum APIs. Oh, sorry, we call it top level statements. Right. So okay, let's get back to the whole thing here. WASI and .NET. Right. So we have that. Let's go back there, and I think one. Where's this one? So here, we need to add a package, the WASI SDK package. I'm gonna maybe just copy this out. And I think what I need to do, I need to just do that. So this WASI SDK, what does it do? Because now initially, when you open up this do this again, or when you open up this whole thing, it's a DLL and the EXE and those kind of things, right? It's pretty simple, right? So that's what it does. But what I think what will happen to the whole WASI SDK, let's see what happens. Let's see. So you go .NET, zoom in a bit, .NET build, and it kind of builds something, but still it is something is not. Who builds a DLL? I'd expect it. Okay. Now it needs to have that. Did it add that? I don't think it added it. It didn't add it at all. What? I copied it, but I never ran it. Hey, for the folks that joined us, welcome so much. My name is Farley Reinders. We're doing some .NET 7, kicking the tires of the new framework that's kind of almost here. Maybe May it will launch. We don't know. But the cool thing is, it's now working with WASM and WASI. Kind of trying to see how kind of that plays along, and I'm trying to follow the blog post from Steve Sanders, a guy from Microsoft. And he's kind of gracefully added this whole answer for us to do. So I'm just see if I can execute it. So .NET add package WASI.SDK pre-release, and that will probably add the package now. I just forgot to run it the previous time. There we go. I think unauthorized. What? Okay, I'm on the wrong package server here. How do I change this? Change the package. .NET package. Source is default, most probably. How do you specify the default? It's default source net. Is it there though? Is it really in Visual Studio? Code and see what happens. I think I'm linked to the previous company. package manager. Missing something now. But it's a... I don't know if it will work now, but okay, fine. Let's go that again. That worked. Oh, it's amazing. All right, so that has worked. So now, again, nothing. Okay, well, what I want to see. I want to see this package reference added to this file. But the thing is, if I run this now, again, .NET build, it's now using different something. Downloading WASI SDK releases. So it's downloading the WASI SDK. Okay, cool. Extracting it. Bundling. So it's bundling the .NET runtime and my application together, all the DLLs, into a WASI file, I believe. Look at, or a WASM file. Look at that. That's a WASM file, right? So not a DLL. And kind of prove a point by go to Explorer and that. Okay. Then this file. Not letting me zoom in, but fine. So the WASM file, right? That's what I want. And that's what's interesting is if this is a 15 meg file. Oh, hello world. 15 megs. You compare it to the other one, which is 4K. But also just bear in mind the whole runtime of .NET is in there, right? So you will get a bloated file. So the whole .NET 7 runtime is in that WASM file. Let's continue. Let's see what happens. So now I need to have WASM time. So WASM time is a runtime. Up this, let's see. WASM time, blah blah blah. Standalone runtime for WebAssembly. Awesome stuff. Now I need to install it, blah blah blah. How do I run? Gina, I don't have things. Windows, you can get it from there. Okay, just get it from there. Well, Windows don't have a proper way. Let's go for the MSI. I think the MSI should be fine. Trust these files. Oops, make it happen. Open up this file. Wait, well, Windows configures WASM time. Apologies for all these comments on this. By the way, from Pretzel. Obviously, I use Pretzel for my background music, and I haven't gotten any complaints as of yet. Kind of making anything like that, but I like the music while I'm doing this these sessions, and it's not too loud, I believe. Maybe if you have a different taste music, just ping me up. Not a lot of users viewing now. We can have a different party. Like, you can always tell me what you want to listen to. We can put it on. So Martin is now actually has a good point. You should switch to Spotify using Harris Heller's playlist. The thing is, I'm a bit scared of using Spotify because of things. Because earlier there was this whole takedown thing. If you use Spotify, you're not allowed to do this for public streams, blah blah blah. Is that still a thing? So if I'm allowed to use Spotify, I will switch to Spotify, which is awesome, right? Probably not the whole thing, right? So Harris Heller. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to open up Harris Heller. I'm going to take your word for it, Martin. If they take off my stream, I just go to TikTok. We just TikTok it for 10 seconds at a time or something like that. Let's open up Spotify. Let's maybe close this. And I don't think you will hear anything. I need to kind of first set this on. Okay, this one, Dream Beats. This seems interesting. Follow. Is this something that you can hear? Probably playing now through a different channel. Get it quickly. Sound. All these things need to happen. Where do I go to the output? Sound up. Do that. Sound output. Proxy settings, all the things that we want to do, but not the sound output. I need to do the sound output because I'm playing it from a different channel. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Spotify, I can actually change. That's better. Is that better? You can hear that? Stream Beats, nice. So this is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. So let's kind of play that and see. So again, Martin, thanks for that input. Wasm Time. Has this been installed now? No. Now I can go .NET Run. I can just run it. Let's see. So technically, if I go .NET Run, it breaks. Okay, now I probably need something else because it needs to. Oh, wait. What? Error occurred to start process Wasm Time with working directory. But I cannot find the file specified. Okay, I probably need to have Wasm Time. Isn't that already in there? In your path. Okay, I need to add Wasm Time to my path. What do I do? There's a way of doing it online. Path, whatever. I'm gonna say path. I'm gonna do it here. But where is Wasm Time? Wasm Time. I didn't install it a little bit. I'll figure out. Wasm Time. There we go. Probably need to add variables. Path. Here we go. Nice. Streambeats.com. Thanks, Martin, for that. That's awesome. I didn't know that. You see, it comes with experience, right? So Martin has been streaming for, I think, longer than I have. So he's got his little ducks in a row when it comes to stuff like this. So I'm just gonna add a new one called that in there. Wasm Time is at the bin directory. Come on. If I just close all and add it again. Oh, just restart the whole thing, right? So let's not worry too much about those kind of things. Which windows are? Things. Let's get back to business, folks. So CD Awesome, of course, app. Now it's like .NET Run. Let's kind of put it a bit softer, I think. cool. And now let's see what happens. Hello stream. Ooh, nice. It works. So underlyingly, what's happening, it's firing up WASM time, and it's actually quite clever because it kind of runs it not in .NET. It gives it a different runtime to run, and that fires up .NET, and which fires up your application. So it's like a chain effect. Working. I'm just interested what what's doing here. It didn't change much yet. Only changed this thing here. Nothing is what has changed yet. Everything still looks alright. Pushed. Oh, cool. See what it does here. This is what I was referring to last time. It's the global usings. That it kind of includes the global usings nation, which is quite cool. But anyway, let's continue the tutorial. I mean, let's see if we can get the stream up and running somewhere else, right? So WASM time, going to be invoke WASM time in the binary. Let's see, that works. That's the same, I believe. That obviously open. Hello stream, that's the same thing ultimately what it's doing, right? So hence that's cool. All right, so now the next cool thing is, so if you can run console application. Okay, so wait a minute, before I can continue now, let's just maybe back off a bit. What are we trying to do with this WASM file? Now I think you can even go run WASM on something that WASM Fiddle, WebAssembly Studio, run WASM.com, all these things. Let's go here. If this is what I want. Come on. Run WASM.com. Embed executable code snippets on your site. Not what I want. There's a way of WASMer. I think this is what I'm gonna run any code on any client. WebAssembly and WASMer. That's also cool. Right, but how do I run this online now? I want to embed this. Somewhere I saw there is a run WASM in browser. Whole concept's quite old, I think. It's for blah blah blah. Right. First, a short primer on WebAssembly as an WASM Fiddler. So can I? How do I import something here? Yeah. Must be a way of taking a file, giving it to the online output somewhere, and just assembly text. But I wanna run something. So somewhere there's a way of where is it again? Run compiled WASM. WebAssembly, hello world. I don't know, I'm just like clicking things here. Filing, run something. I saw somewhere there's this experience when you go open up a browser, you give it a WASM file, it will run. That's in the browser, right? But the idea is that you can give that thing to anything else that has WASI runtime or WASM runtime, and it will. Maybe I'm wrong. Here, this looks a bit. Oh, pitch. Interesting. Okay. This then. So you can have a little application that hasn't found this runs it. But I want to run something online. Isn't there a WASM online thing? Not clicking that thing again. Wait, something is kind of happening. Huh? What are we looking for? We're looking for a way of open in WASM folder. Wait. I want a way of actually running this. Okay, interesting. What? Wait a minute. So if I do this, right? So if I go to where's this video thing? Just is this sandbox environment thing? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, browser. Example, nacho something application also compile to WASI. Okay, run WASI. Oh, is this now something awesome? Okay. What's it doing? I don't know what this thing. anyway. Need some kind of JavaScript here to run it through. Asmo.js. Okay. Is there no online version? I want to just browse it. Lost things. Close this thing. Okay. Run web. So that not change it. Not what I want. Plasma. So you can get Wasma in your application. HP. Let's get sidetracked now. I was here. Wait, Wasm Playground. Again. Other link here I shouldn't have done, but that's a way of run something. I think I saw something somewhere where just have a sandbox and just give it a WASM file. This I suppose. Okay, but let's do this. Imagine we are online and whatnot, and we wanna HTTP server. I already have a script. JavaScript. Compiles it. So that goes from TypeScript or whatever to WASM. I need to have this guy. So literally just gonna copy this stuff in here. Yeah. Thing. A folder. Or whatever. Yeah, we'll just create a new file. So, I want to know if I just leave it. Copilot should now figure out the index.html is HTML file. That's different from doing HTML5. That's different from because I wonder if the Copilot actually can figure out writing HTML. Look, it does. It's amazing. Now it tries to figure out I'm doing some header or whatever. Head, body. So it also works on HTML, not just sharp, right? Yeah. Now, also what we need to do is we need to add. Wow. Then asm copy. It just added to this folder, right? So as a static, we're going to be hosting this flavor. So we're going to call it awesome source wasm. Copy that guy in there. Like run it. Export. Oh. I don't know if that will work, but in any case, let's just see what happens. So if I run this, now the thing is here, this is now not. I'm going to be using a static server. So cd sample HTTP. I think it is. I don't have HTTP server. What are they using? You know what? Actually, I do have .NET Serve, which is the same thing. That serves a static site, localhost 88. Right, so nothing major. But the cool thing is here, right? So hopefully this will count. Lazy snap. Uncalled promise. Right. That promise. Finds it. I mean, even if I go to, what is it called again? Awesome source app, whatever. I think it's this .wasm. It will download the WASM file, finds it. The thing is now, the key is now to get it working. Browser. Okay, it doesn't want to work for some reason, but there's a platform somewhere that I've seen that you can just give it a WASM file and it will just work. And I've seen it somewhere. I can't really remember. Wait. Browser. Okay, Chrome. Do I have Chrome? This is Chromium installed, so technically speaking, this should work. I see a way that it's not working. Edge. Same as he snapped on. In any case, that's the idea. I think actually you need to Going back here, let's just close all the other tabs. So the concept is easy. .NET works. So technically, if .NET works, ASP.NET, which is built on top of .NET, would also work. And the hint here is that you can run ASP.NET core application. Anything. You can literally have an API or a website or whatever that is served from WebAssembly, right? So that's quite cool. So let's maybe try that further. Let's kind of initiate it further. Maybe as a kind of a slight of a closing topic. Let's see if we can get this last leg of the demo going. So we have this my web app. So let's do the whole my web app thing. So from scratch, we have everything now from scratch. Everything should work fine now. So let's do it. Let's start over, right? So we have that, and we say, okay, great. Let's create a new. But now, enough saying. Awesome. Be different. Okay. Works, and that's that context of your awesome source web. Right, so again, we need to add this WASI SDK pre-release thing that we did before, right? Downloading that from NuGet or Nugget or Nuget. I believe, who said that? Martin, I think you said that one. Okay. Right, then we have the package, which is quite cool. This is also a pre-release. This is now interesting, right? So this is now setting up a server, native server. Right, so we want to do that. That looks like it's working. I need to open up the AD. Okay, you have to go to the program CS and add this create builder. You have to add this WASI center. What will happen if you don't do that? Let's find out. But it will spit out. This will probably spit out a WASM file. It won't work. Whenever this is ready. What? SystemNet Quick is not supported on the platform. Obviously it's not. But I want to actually hack it a bit further, right? So I want to go in. And just maybe for one comment out, and then again. Will this now also infer? Yeah, now it works, right? So this is the normal .NET runtime. It's clever enough to figure out that I am on a machine. Requires server, and it's running on, it's botting on 7131, right? The normal ASP. Okay, so we know this works now, at least. There's no black magic. Okay, now I think that's the important thing. We need to also go back to close it. Close it. Leave send. This one. Close it. Down. I think what I need to do is I need to add this use WASI connection listener. Creates this builder. Over here, add it. So what will happen if I do that? Doesn't want to hit use. What's it called again? It won't infer that because I think that's kind of new. Would have been cool if it was that. So That's that. Dot. That. Right. Hold it. Don't bold. Pull it. That works. It works. Maybe IntelliSense is a bit. There we go. Fine. All right, it works. But now it says you also need to tell the launch where the application URL is. Only a single HTTP list. So I need to open up launch settings. Probably not here. Properties. This one. Okay, cool. So now I need to just make it 1 because I cannot listen. That's all right. So now open your CS project file and add this TCP listen, like a port, and or maybe I just change it to 88. If it will work, and then I just need to that work. So just let's go to that. Not a property. Probably just place it in here. I'm doing WASI runner agreement. So this is very WASI specific. TCP listen address probably just leads through to from the WASI to the .NET runtime and tell it to run it there. Ooh. I think that is it, right? So instead of can be found, okay, fine, changed it, run. Okay, so optionally add support for bundling www root files. Add and you get package bundled files. Okay, we'll get there now. Let's just maybe take it one step at a time. So .NET Bolt, will this still build? I think it will. Yeah, and .NET Run. May I right, so let's do this. Or make the port same port. Fuzzy about what I was trying to do. Run building is work. System.net.quick. This is Windows 11 though. So I guess I'm screwed. I'm sure that Okay. Well, it turns out he has a sample thing. So just go ahead and own it to see if it works, because I really need to go as well. Back. That. Uh, busy code sample custom. Let's say .NET. Just running it out of the box. ASP.NET. Okay, wait. The ASP.NET Core on a custom host. ASP.NET Core sample. Not copy modules, runtime, artifact. Browser. Found. Okay, I get it. Go back and say .NET Core. Storing a lot of things. Samples. CD custom host. Let's try that out. Date and okay, this doesn't work. Not copy modules. This was on C. What was it called again? On wait, I'm not reading. I'm not reading. Blah blah blah. That's in a repo. Git submodule update. I need to do these things. First build a runtime, then take a long time. Let's see if we can do that. CD. Only need it. Hey folks, I see I've got 7 people joining me today. Welcome. We're doing .NET 7. And I'm actually finishing off now, so it's been a great great session, I think. Let me just do this last thing. I want to see if I can literally clone Steve's repo. What he has done is basically have a lot of experiments running .NET and ASP.NET on a kind of WASI client runtime. If you don't know what that is, do check out the stream's recording. It is being recorded. It will be out. You can also rewind, I think. And then learn from there. It's actually quite cool. They're pushing .NET to the next level of running it anywhere. And especially when this thing closes, do the following. Few minutes edit. I'm not gonna do this. But any case, so I'm gonna put the link here in the chat below because I really need to run. This is the repo for this for the folks that do want to check that out. And this was amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think this was a awesome. This was an awesome experience. Again, it gave me so much energy to be back and to actually talk to you all again, wearing my kind of live coders t-shirt. It's amazing. I have a different hat which animates all these kind of things. Before I go, and I always forget this when I go, I'm gonna see who is online. Let's see if we can raid him a bit with my 7 followers, 7 viewers. So do not move, do not go anywhere. I am actually gonna go to Twitch, not to Twitter, to Twitch, and let's see. Sharing the screen again. Let's sharing the screen again. Let's see who is on. So we want to actually go. Okay, none of these folks are on here. Let's go to Greece. I'm actually doing what? My screen. Barney Rangers channel. Software and game development. Let's see who's out there. Software and game development. Are we gonna? 7 people. Do not go anywhere. We are gonna raid someone now. Final 24 hours. Making game. Actually sharp. What's it? Coding spine and math video. Okay. The ad. I don't want to watch this ad, but okay, we watch this ad for a second. Anyway, the ad. I can't say his name. Ace Geekmo. Their name. No. Let's do that.
Maybe we can find a nice definition. I have spent months.
I am going to raid.
I'm not looking for a definition. I'm just like trying to figure out which one.
Raid someone.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
You say raid the username?
Parametric continuity. Oh, a parametric.
How do you raid someone again? I don't know.
It's like
you raid someone again. I'm not sure. Raid.
Like U and T and then T.
Start a raid, type raid, followed by the name of the channel. Alright. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see. Raid. Do that. Let's raid him.
Geometric continuity. Parametric continuity. Derivatives match up until that's it. Like they have the exact same value. Point. Match up. Geometric continuity. Complicated. It deals with it. Basically parameterize parametric. As metric continuity. Parameterize. I can't have the equal.
So I don't know if you hear this, but she's explaining some geometry things. It looks fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I am actually going to take off. Capco's going off, and have a nice. I would say have a nice day. but it also might be have a nice night. How do I?
Just gonna
There we go. Stopping her. How do I exit this whole thing? Intro, outro. No, not an outro. Don't have an outro. Any case, tweet.